To play or not to play? That is the question. Well, hello, Jets fans. This is GreenBean. Welcome back to a Saturday video, a sunny day here in Fort Union, Virginia. I hope you're enjoying a similar environment wherever you are. Welcome to another video. We are going to get into a little bit of Saleh's indecision right now. He's having quite a bit of back and forth, and Jets fans seem to be mimicking these feelings with factions brewing out there in Jetland and Jet fandom. But before we do, I want to remind you that you can go ahead and hit that like button and help the channel. Or if you'd like to be reminded by YouTube every time that we make a vid over here, you can hit the subscribe button, and that is greatly appreciated. Don't forget, we are trying to get Jets fans from around the country and the globe to their first ever Jets home game with GreenBean's Wayward Jets Fund. You can donate to the fund by clicking the link in the description of the video that says "Get Jets fans to Jets games. Go fund me." I'd say we're just about 2/3 of the way to getting our third Jets fan from out there in the country who's never made it to a Jet home game to opening day. His name is Chris Bradigan. You guys know and love him from all the live streams. He's always out there with us. He lives in the Chicago area, has never made it to a Jets game, been a Jets fan since 6, 7, 8 years old kind of a thing. We're trying to get him there. If you'd like to help, go ahead and click the link in the description. All donations are greatly appreciated, and 100% of donations go to the fund. I don't skim nothing. I swear, I promise. I don't even take a little bit, nothing. So anyway, let's get to the video. Robert Saleh is out there wondering whether or not he should start or even play certain players in these preseason games. As you guys know, we've had a joint practice with the Atlanta Falcons the last couple days. All sorts of positive reports coming out from Jets fans that are at the practices. We saw Breece Hall's 75-yard run. We saw Elijah Moore doing Elijah Moore things. All sorts of fun stuff. Joe Flacco settling in with the starters, looking good. But even our second and third teams have looked good compared to Atlanta's second and third teams. And that's all great. That's all well and good. But now we're heading into the Monday night game against the Atlanta Falcons in game 2 of the preseason. And there's a lot of concern, man. It's like, look, we were pretty concerned about starting Zach week 1. There was a large contingent of Jets fans that said it is foolish to start Zach Wilson week 1. He just lost Mekhi Becton. We have Max Mitchell starting, George Fant there. It's kind of a mess. Why put your starting quarterback out there in those conditions and risk anything happening to him? You know, our whole season is basically resting upon his shoulders. The Jets decided not to do that, not to heed those words. They said, hey, we got to get him the reps. He's going to be the starter. All reps are good reps. Let's get him out there for a series or two. Throws a pick in one series, and the second series looked grim, man. We thought we lost him for the season with an ACL tear, and what did all those Jets fans think? Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Why risk it? Well, we got good news on the injury, but the injury remains. It happened. It happened. Now, we got best case scenario after the injury, but that does not remove the injury. So now we're heading into week 2. We got guys like C.J. Mosley. You got guys like Carl Lawson, LaMarcus Joyner, who just came back from being, I think he had like the flu or something along those lines. Do we start these guys? Do we risk losing Carl Lawson for the season? Again, remember, he was knocked out last year in the joint practices against Green Bay, so it's a little bit different. But do you risk a guy like that? Do you risk a Vinny Curry or whoever else you're valuing, and a little bit older, a little bit, maybe they're coming off injury? What do you do? Now, Robert Saleh has actually said, I'm torn on it. I wake up one day and ask, do I play them? And I wake up the next day and decide I'm not going to play them. I think there's tremendous value in this one, and it is different because it's Monday Night Football. We are such a young team, and a lot of guys, that's what they dream of, Monday Night Football. Now, there's a lot there. Number one, both of those decisions sound to me like he's not doing it. Those are both negatives. I wake up one day and ask, do I play them? Like, that's like, should I? Like, he's coming out of the negative box a little bit. Like, I'm already here on the negative, and the next day he decides I'm not playing him. So it sounds like Saleh might be erring on the side of, on the side of caution from my perspective. Now, there's a lot of value in that, but what he said about Monday Night Football, I get it, and there is a valuable teaching experience there. Get them in front of the big lights, national TV, all that sort of stuff when it doesn't count. So when you do that on Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football for the first time, they're not all freaked out and all, amped up and playing silly. We want to get them used to that. So I understand it, but beyond that, the fact that it's a Monday night preseason game shouldn't change a single thing. It's preseason. If you're worried in the slightest, don't do it. If you want to get guys reps, you got to do it. Now, I've talked to numerous Jets fans. It seems to me, from my vantage point, it's like 50-50, man. It's like one side, you got to play guys. Yeah, we can't keep these guys in a box like they're action figures and put them on the shelf. Oh, look at all the great guys I have. No, you have to break them out. You have to play them. And preseason is exactly the time to do so. It's what preseason is for. Get them used to playing against other teams before they go into game one. Then there's the other side, like, these games are meaningless. They're meaningless. Why ruin the opportunity to see a Carl Lawson in his first ever New York Jets regular season game? We missed them all last year, as you guys know. So here's where I am on it. I tend to lean on the side that you got to play these guys. That's me. I think you got to play them. Whatever happens, happens. You have to put these guys out there. Now, wouldn't it be great to have them make it to week one? Yes. But if they're going to get hurt week one, it's the same thing as getting hurt in the preseason, in my opinion. You want guys to be hardened. I'm a big believer that it's the softer practices that are leading to all these injuries. 20 years ago, 15 years ago, it was never a concern. These guys, guys missing the season was less prevalent than guys making it all season. Now it's kind of flipped. If a guy makes it all season, I think it's a miracle. So you got to get these guys used to playing. Now, on the other hand, though, if you're concerned, if somebody's got a little toe twist, something's bothering them in the butt cheek, you don't play them. You don't take any chances at all. But like a Flacco, for instance, do you want to put him in bubble wrap and not get him ready for week one? He needs every rep that he can get. In the event he starts week one, you want him ready for the Ravens as best we can in this short period of time. So let me know what you think. Which side of this one are you on? Should Saleh just start them all? Should he start them all unless there's an injury concern? Let's see Carl Lawson. Let's see LaMarcus Joyner. Let's see C.J. Mosley and the rest and see what we have here. Let me know in the comments. I'm sincerely curious on which side of this you are on. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, skidly ding dang.